Yo, 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 yo.
Yo,
What is up, base heads and base heads?
turkeys.
Oh, I got my main jive turkey with me. I need base.
Yeah, buddy.
I need Big Jeff. Jacked out, ain't you?
This shit's bright.
He hooked you up, man. Where's the subwoofers? Wasn't the subwoofers in that box? You
No.
stop taking shit out of it. I think you're hiding something.
Me?
Yeah, what are you hiding?
I ain't got nothing.
Oh
man,
it's like that box was so big and you just pulled out just a little bit.
Yeah, I got some stuff. I got some sweaters.
There's some other stuff in there. You
Let's
didn't
keep
tell
it
us about.
warm.
You got a brick of money in there, don't you?
Man, I tell you what, that changed my life.
I know, right?
Man,
Mr.
just
Scott. Who's Mr. Scott? There's a parrot on here.
Well, welcome.
What's up, Jason? Oh shit, Jason! I meant to send you the link. I got busy. Sorry, bro. He said he was going to get on here at some point or something. Man, I'm gonna tell y'all right now before we go too far that I am exhausted. I slept like 2 hours last night. I had to get up, take my wife to work, and run a bunch of errands. And I was fall asleep at the red lights and shit. So, before we even get started, I got me a cup of coffee though. I got me a cup of coffee. I'm just letting y'all know. And Jason will be on here. If I get too bad, I'll let him take over.
Hey, mama.
What's up, Ann Sims? I don't know you, but what's up? What's up, little mama? That's your mama. What's up, big? Look, I started to say big mama, but that wouldn't be appropriate. I call somebody big mama. I was going to call you little mama, but that ain't appropriate either. So just what's up, mom? Hi, mom. All right. What's up, Stuart? Stuart, what's up, Stu? No doubt. Yeah, I'm gonna send you that link, man. Give me just 2 seconds. Give me 2 seconds, man. Another episode brought by NyQuil. This one's brought by Benadryl. I got Benadryl. Yeah, I'm on that Benadryl like sleep. That nauseous sleep, like you just boom, like gone, and then you wake back up. It was rough, man. My wife's like, "Are you all right?" And I was like, "No, no, I'm not all right. Not at all." Not at all, man. What's up, man? What you been doing, Mr. Josh?
Nothing, man. Just chilling.
Chicken? Just
chilling.
Just chicken, chilling with the chicken. Just
choking turkey.
Choking your chicken. Which reminds me, if you're gonna choke your chicken or chilling with your chicken or whatever you're doing with your chicken, this is an adult show.
This is an adult show.
This is an adult show. If you have little ones, please
let's go ahead.
Put them away or turn it off. Watch later. This is an adult show. We don't want you to go anywhere, but we also don't want to, to subject any small children to any kind of stuff. So just letting you know that we do curse and sometimes talk weird and nasty. Sometimes, not often,
not a lot.
But, yeah, just beware. Just beware. Just don't say I didn't warn you.
Certain occasions,
right? What's up? And that's my kind of woman right there. Laugh at my jokes. One that breathes and laughs at my jokes. Mr. Duncan,
hey, she's something else, man.
I bet, man. What do you know about car audio this week? You know anything?
Let's see. I don't know, man.
Yeah,
I don't know. Anything new? I mean, I know he was doing on that the zero gauge. What's going on with that, man?
I'm still working on it, man. I mean, I can do it. Like I had some people. I mean, it's like anything else, man. People do like just shops do when they don't have enough money. They get pre-orders or they take orders and wait, stuff like that. It don't take that much to get a bunch of cables. So if I had like 5 people order a roll, then I'd probably be in there. So I just got to coordinate it. What I don't want to do is get something that's not good, and that's really the biggest deal right there. Is just making sure it's good. And I told a couple of people I was going to put it up the other night. The only reason I didn't is because I just am, busy to the hilt, and I will get it up this weekend, as well as a video for y'all this weekend. I'm just crazy busy, which I know I don't have a monopoly on being busy, but I am stupid busy. And then, I'm really bad with managing my time. Like when I'm supposed to be doing stuff, I like to scroll through shorts and, and I just sit there and do that instead of doing my work.
Yeah, man. I'm thinking about getting a whole bunch of zero gauge, man. But you already know OFC is one of those kind of things. really, really expensive.
It is. It's one of those things that, man, I'm going to say that, I mean, I like it. I like the way it looks when it's all nice and everything, but most base heads don't want to buy that stuff, man.
No, man.
They don't. They don't figure it into what they're going to get or whatever. And I'm not talking about people who are doing like professional builds or something. They always figure it in. I'm talking about regular folks like us.
Yeah.
We don't really think about it. Then we got to get it, and it goes so quick, and it's, it takes a lot of it, and it's expensive. And I'm gonna tell you what, it ain't cheap. That's another thing. It's not like I'm gonna make a shit ton of money selling it, but I know people want it. There is a little bit of money there, but I don't want to bust anybody's head either. Because, man, I went out and looked. I thought I knew what it cost, but I went out and looked. Man, there's some companies charging, an arm and a leg.
50 foot. I was looking at 50 foot the other day, man, and then that's just $200 and something.
Massive Audio is charging
like
$499 for 50 feet of zero gauge. And,
oh my god, dude!
No, nothing against them. This has nothing to do with them. I'm just telling the facts. And they weren't the only ones. There was plenty of other people that was in $350, $400, and I'm wondering, who are they selling that to? Is it selling? And I don't really want to sell it for that price. I mean, to me, it's like you're either going to do one thing, you're going to sell it slow and get more money, or you're going to sell it fast and get less money.
Right.
Or you're not going to sell it at all, because at least Massive Audio's got people who buy Massive Audio.
Yeah.
I don't really have people that buy Bass Dad stuff. I mean, I sell some stuff. I'm probably pretty lucky actually for the things I sell, because there's so many car stereo people out there. But I don't think people are selling as much as they say either. That's another thing. I think that this is just a thought, man. It's just a thought. Like, I'm talking to some people who I know are keeping it 100, and just from what I see and stuff like that, I sell some stuff, but it's like I got to be grinding. Like, every time I see somebody say, "Oh, I'm thinking about getting a head unit," or I'm thinking about getting an amp, I'm there. I'm like, "Hey, what do you think about getting? What are you trying to get? And let me show you what I got, or what can I get for you?" Or I'm calling friends, stuff like that. So like I'm selling this stuff.
Yeah.
And it's good stuff. The stuff I have is stuff that I use. Like this stuff, you look at my truck and that's what's in there. The stuff I sell. And that's something that I don't see a lot of people do, man. A lot of people use it because they have it or whatever. This is stuff that I started using and then started selling it. It's like I found it, it was good. I used it, and I'm like, all right, well, if I think it's good, then maybe other people will too. So
yeah.
So I don't know what that means. To some people, it doesn't mean nothing, but for me, it would mean that person likes, they trust what they're doing. They're not just giving you something because it's, the most profitable thing to do.
Exactly.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. So I am working on that. I made a real long answer for probably a really short question, but I am working on the zero gauge. I mean, I'm ready. If you guys want zero gauge, if you want zero gauge and you want to buy it from me, just holler at me. We'll get it, even if it's not on the site yet. We'll get it to you, right now too, man. I know this is Christmas and people are probably getting shipping faster. I'm going to warn you, expect delays over here, because it's not just Christmas. We're just growing pains, man. It's taking a minute to get stuff out and stuff like that. So please just be patient with me. I'm sorry. Kick D, what's up, my brother? What's up, man? Stuart, Trent. Those are our winners. Kick D, Trent. Did Stuart win? I don't think Stuart won. Let's see. I was able to get a CC1 for 160. I'm excited. Is that the one with the lights, or the one with the screen? The CC1 Plus is the one with the screen, which I have no idea what the screen does. Or is the CC? Wait, no. The CC1 is the one that does the crossovers, ain't it? Because I've got AMM1, and then the what's the one that tells you the distortion? DD1.
DD1, yeah.
So the CC1 is the crossover one. There's like 4 of them, and I've never used the crossover one. Man, I'm cheap too, Stuart. I'm not cheap. Like I'm
okay,
not
yeah,
cheap.
we gotta clear this up, man. Okay, so when we say cheap, we mean budget.
Well, sometimes I do. Sometimes I mean cheap, but sometimes I mean cheap, man. What I like is I like getting good stuff for less money.
Yes, everybody does. I mean,
I don't want cheap shit though. Like I don't want like,
I don't want Wish. I don't want Wish.
I don't want the Gucci chain or the the Anki shoes or whatever. I want real stuff for cheap.
I don't want that thick ass Louis Vuitton shit.
All right, I don't want that Louis Vuitton. Oh, the coach pursed out the horse on it, and I'm good, man. I don't need that stuff. See, I was so hesitant on that meter. I don't spend $200. Dude, imagine, dude. And I feel you, man. I bought my AMM one back when there weren't any. So like people were charging like everything and anything for them. I mean, and there weren't even any around. Like there was none around. I said, man, I've got to have this because I'm doing this show and people want to see numbers, and they do. They like seeing numbers, man. You guys like seeing SBL numbers. You like seeing wattage numbers. It really kind of solidifies you as the audio guy or whatever. And I was like, man, if I can't show these numbers to people, then, I don't know what I'm doing. And so I found one guy, man, in Ohio or somewhere that had it, dude. And he was so flip-floppy about selling me that thing. I mean, it was like 1 minute he was going to do it. The next minute he wasn't. Then he was going to hold on to it. Then he told me, he's like, well, I'm homeless. And I'm like, you're homeless? You got a $500 meter? Like, come on, man. That don't make sense, bro. Let me have it like that. And I had to promise I'd sell it back to him. I ain't never heard from that dude again. But, I mean, it was like 2 weeks going back and forth with this guy about buying this stupid meter. And then, of course, like, it wasn't nobody's fault. It's just the way it worked. Like, 3 weeks after I bought it, Steve Meaden put out some more. I was like, I could have got it. And I paid for that used one really about what they cost new. So,
yeah, man, they cost money.
Man, especially like I said, at the end there weren't any. There just weren't any. You know, like the whole world. Like I know none on eBay, none on Facebook, none on nowhere. You just couldn't get them. Any place that said they had them, I'd call them and they'd be like, "Nah, that's a mistake. We don't have them." I'd be like, "Damn." Oh, sorry about your luck.
I know some new shit's happening right now. Like, for example, dude's getting freaking drugged through the mud right now. Like, have you heard anything about Slam Panda?
Who's that?
Guy that makes all the bass knobs and stuff like that.
Man,
like he's been going through it, man. Like his mom's been in the hospital, just a whole bunch of seizures and all kinds of shit. People are drilling him. We need our bass knob. Basically, fuck your mom. All kinds of crazy shit.
What?
Dude, he is having the world's worst time. I had him on I shared his live stream that was on Let's Talk Car Audio group. But yeah, man, he is literally losing his shit right now. You can tell. I hate it for him.
I do too. People are cold, and not all people, man. Some people are cold and they don't care about stuff. And I mean, just to be, and I don't want to be cold either, sound cold, but I mean, I guess they really don't have to. I mean, it is business, but I wish they would. I wish people would be a little nicer to each other and think about things. But I'll tell you one thing though, man. I don't know his situation. I don't know nothing about it. I didn't know it until you said that right now. So this has nothing to do with him. But I know for me, man, a lot of times when I hear shit about what's going on with somebody, it's really BS. And I don't know if that may be something where people just don't care anymore because they're tired of hearing bullshit or what. And I'm not, again, nothing to do with him. Don't know him, don't know his situation. I'm sure everything is exactly as you say it is. But you know what I'm talking about. Like a lot of times people will say, oh, I didn't get this to you, or I didn't do this, or I didn't do that. And it's really not anything going on other than they're just lazy, or they didn't want to do it, or they're full of crap, or something like that. So, that's crazy too. I think we got some comments here. Guys, don't forget to like and subscribe, please. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button if you're watching.
Share this out.
Bass Dad, if you're watching, I Need Bass. Either one of us, just hit the subscribe button. So one of us can get a subscription. Share it if you want. If you like this kind of content, please share it. And don't forget, man, we do like super chats. We take that money, we advertise with it. We'll be putting out some commercials. I probably said that last week, but there'll be some coming out this week. I just got the payment from last month, or really this is my first payment I ever got from YouTube. So it's for like all the months before. And then we got a decent one coming next month too, or I hadn't broken down into like what's for, I'm just gonna put it all into advertising. So it's gonna be all advertising. So it doesn't matter. There's no point in even breaking it down to see where it came from. He's asking, he said, cheap as the 2 subs you bought today. So any old school bass heads in here? Did you guys see those subs I bought today? They were cheap, man. They were $20 a piece. $20 a piece. Maybe some kind of little gnat or something.
Where'd you get it?
So there's this pawn shop here called Big Daddy's Pawn Shop. I've never been there. I went there today, and it's the biggest pawn shop I've ever seen. But it's almost like a liquidation place. It's not really a pawn shop. Like I don't really see a lot of pawned stuff in there. they had like pallets of stuff, and a lot of it was like old audio stuff, but not old good audio stuff, like old DS18 and old Auto Tech and stuff like that. Like your kind of your budget, like your really budget, like what's that other thing called, man? The shit. What else do they have, man?
Do they have Lancers?
No, what is do one? It's hanging on my wall in there. Golly, I'm having a brain minute. Hold on. Crunch. Wow. A lot of crunch stuff and stuff like that. Like, just stuff that's cheap, but they had pallets and pallets of it, man. Like, and they had these acoustic subs. Acoustic. Like, that's a brand I ain't heard of, and some of y'all's probably never heard of it. But they used to have it. It was before Power Acoustic, or I don't know if it was before Power Acoustic, but they were popular before Power Acoustic. Let me put it that way. And because I used to get them kind of mixed up a little bit.
See, I never heard of Acoustic.
They were pretty popular in the 90s, man. And I want to say that they made some decent stuff too. Like most of it was decent. These don't look so decent though. I mean, they're pretty cheap, man. Obviously for $20, right? But they did have them for $87. They just had them forever, so they're trying to get rid of them. They got a pallet of them, and I was in there talking to him. He was like, "Buy some more, buy 5, buy 6." And I was like, I asked him about the pallet, and he's like, "Yeah." And I was like, "Well, give me a deal on it." And I was like, "No, I can't do that, man. I got to get out of here." Because I'm thinking, I know it would make good content to build something like 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of those ugly ass subs in there. But
matter of fact, that was my first amplifier was Audio Tech.
Was it? Audio Tech, yeah. Audio Tech used to make good stuff, man. They're kind of pretty cheap now though. But that's what they had, man. A lot of that. I mean, it was when I say a lot of it, I mean a lot of it. And they had like aisles and aisles of those like subwoofer boxes, like the one that I showed y'all for $15, but they had like tons of them and the double ones, and then a bunch of those what are them ones? They ain't half bad, man. I guess they're Q Power or something.
Q boxes.
Q boxes. Yeah, they're not half bad, man. For those aren't, but they had a bunch of them, but they were expensive. Like they were higher than they are on like I'm getting on Amazon cheaper. All this stuff was kind of expensive. Actually, I went there thinking, oh man, there's gonna have a lot of stuff. And it's gonna be cheap like that. Them speakers, and it wasn't. It was like that was the only thing they had. It was cheap. So all that other stuff.
I hate the whole. Sorry about that. I was just wanting to say, I know a lot of people went out today, especially guys. Today is Black Friday.
I didn't see a lot of deals.
No fucking deals. Like what the fuck?
I thought when they said they were deals, but when I looked at them, I just didn't feel like they were cheap.
No, man, not at all.
Like I think 3 years ago, I got my TV. I got a Samsung Series like 8. There's a 70-inch. We upgraded to a 70-inch. Now they got them even bigger, but that was pretty big then. And I got it for under $500. It was a doorbuster deal at Best Buy. It was a credible fucking deal. Then TVs are a lot cheaper now, but they under $500 in 2020 for a 70-inch TV was insane. Just something you never see again. I didn't see anything like that. I looked at a lot of deals. It's not like the
90s or 2000s, man. Like people say that Black Friday sales happening, they mean it. Like
they start, yeah, I know, but that's another thing. They start the Black Friday sales like before Thanksgiving and stuff. So of course they're not as cheap. Yeah. Amazon didn't really have anything. I mean, I saw a few places. I think was it Dropping Hertz or something had some stuff but a lot of it, man, they're saying that it's 50% off, but then you look at it and it's like, is it really? Like if it's 50% off now, then it's too high to begin with. Right. Down for Sound's got a couple of things, man, that I would probably get if I needed something. I need no other amps. Like I don't need to buy any amps ever. I always look at them, but I don't need to buy any. But they got those little mini max amps, man. They're barely over $100 by the time you add all the little things off and stuff like that. So that may be something that somebody may want to look at. The four channels, man, look good. They look really good. I got a buddy who's supposed to be buying one. He's supposed to bring it over here so we can dyno it. I know that I think Big D's done a dyno on them already, but I'd like to see, what I get out of it. But it's supposed to happen, so we'll see. The 4 channels look good. They look good. That looks like a pretty solid 4-channel amp. I don't like that it doesn't have RCA jacks. It's got like Molex connectors or something, but That's what it's pretty small amp. So let's see. I'm cheap budgeted. LOL. Yellow and believe how much I got. Yeah, you won't probably it says you won't believe how much I got in my bill. I'm not sure yellow and believe is what it's supposed to say. Oh yeah, y'all won't believe. Y'all won't believe.
God, seriously, I got it on the group page, Let's Talk Car Audio group, that you can drop you a picture down, and
there you go.
And then we can go look at your car. We can probably put it on your show. So
do that, man. We didn't know. Man. I didn't know about this week, but if you do that this week, if you put your car up there or whatever, and you get it on there before Thursday, then we'll try to have it on the show. We'll do a little 5-minute thing where we, kind of look at everybody's ride and stuff. Anything you want us to see. So let's see who. I don't know, man. You answered that way too late. I don't know who is about anything. I don't know what you're talking about, Willis.
Yeah. They most definitely they lose their fucking shit over that because he's doing it. He's a one-man person putting all these damn bass knobs together. You know what I'm saying? On top of his mom shit and trying to get his life together, man. And everybody's like, fuck you, you're a piece of shit. Give me my shit right now. And it's like some people have to fucking pause shit for their family. Fuck you. Like
hey, man, you do what you got to do, man. This stuff will be here. You got to do what you got to do. Yeah. I mean, if you owe people money or whatever, try to straighten that out and then just stop. You know? Don't walk away owing folks a bunch of money. But let's see. Got $2,500 total in my bill. That's not bad, man. That's pretty good. I don't know how much I got in mine. I've never sit there and tried to really count it up. Some stolen subs. These at that pawn shop probably aren't, man. That if you saw them, you know why they were what they were. But like I said, the other ones they had, man, they actually were too expensive. Like they, and what they had on these was too expensive. They had them priced like what did it say, like $81.50 or something on them. It's like nobody's paying $81 for them, man. You can buy some damn NVXs or like some real subwoofers, man. These are like, let me blow them up on my show kind of subs.
I know.
They weigh like 6 pounds each.
How many views I get with this shit?
Yeah, man. I probably could make a better sub out of shit around here. These are not good stuff. I mean, there's not like the biggest best thing about them is they're $20. So yeah, there's nothing great about them. I mean, I was gonna take 2 of them, stick them in a sealed box, and put one of those US amps on there, since that's from back when they came out or whatever, and see what that's like. I mean, you might be able to get kind of loud with them. You never know. We used to get loud with them ugly ass subwoofers back in the day. So we'll see. But I remember also thinking that things were loud. Like I remember listening to the Chronic and thinking how good it sounded and stuff like that. Now you listen to it and it's like, I love the music, but it does, like, the production on it is nowhere near like what it felt like when I heard it the first time.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's like that.
Yeah,
it's just so much better. It's like watching TV back then. Like, you ever go back and like watch some old shows and it's like, ooh, like
I can't believe I love this shit.
Yeah, like this looks so bad. I mean, it's like I like the show, but it just looks so bad. Like we thought this was HD, or we thought this was clear, or Let's say the original Street Machine Auto Tech mini machines are actually decent. No, they were made by Zed Audio by Steve Manson them, and they were fire. Never heard. You never heard of Power Acoustic?
Wow, Trent.
Power Acoustic.
Acoustics.
Yeah, they're everywhere. I would have thought most people say they haven't heard acoustic, but Power Acoustic, man, is a huge brand, buddy.
Oh yeah.
Let's see. Let us see the sub.
Did you
nuts? No, I'm just kidding.
Adult show.
Yeah, you can see it, man. Just give me a minute. Acoustic.
It's on my membership.
Man, I remember them. Right, it's on my OnlyFans, man. If you want to see it. I remember acoustic. I thought they made decent subwoofers too, but again, by those standards and today's standards, what a decent sub is. So this may have been a decent sub, I guess, for the 90s. I don't know. Let's see. Stewart. I'm still hovering on a JP23 V2. Not sure if I have electrical for it. I have 220 amp alternator. I just don't know if I upgrade. Nah, you're good. 220 alternator, you're straight. You don't need it, man. I'm telling you.
See, that's the thing about me. Like, I cannot judge what belt size I really need for a new alternator because I know they said I need a shorter one.
It's easy, man. You put too much into it. How big is the fuse? How many amps does your alternator put out? That's how you know. How many amps does your battery put out? There you go. So you got to have enough amps to cover the fuse melt.
Okay. Well, then
so if that JP23 I think it takes a 300 amp fuse. If you got a 220 amp alternator and a battery, you should be straight. Let's say you have the Minimax. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. The $1,004 car. What do you think about it, Stuart? You like it? You probably do. I mean, it wouldn't be in your car, right? Oh, let's see. I'm sorry, I walked away with the phone. Where do I go post a video of my vehicle for y'all to look at? OnlyFans.
Yeah, OnlyFans.
Yeah, OnlyFans.
See if I can give me a group. Give me a second. I'll drop that link down there for you guys.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Let's see. I paid myself $300 to build my system. Shit. Pay me $300 for you to build your system. Shit. See, need an epicenter for that album. You do. You're right. Exactly. Need an epicenter. Jeff and Josh think I'm sexy. Josh thinks you're sexy. I just want to, manhandle you.
Yeah, baby. Look, I don't know what the fuck's going on right now. I'm on a different page right now. Give me a second. I know, right? I'm probably saying all kinds of gay shit.
Let's see. One of my favorite shows is Sanford and Son. Word. See, I've got more in my head unit and dash kit in my subs and amp. And yes, I've heard of Power Acoustic. Okay. I was wondering, man. My daughter loves it. Yeah, I would think so too. I like them because they're small, man. I think they're full bridge. They're full bridge amps, but they're, they look like Down for Sounds traditional amps. They're smaller. I'm pretty sure they are full bridge. How to Power Acoustic amp, power my bass XL subs before. Man, I had a Power Acoustic amp too. I couldn't tell you which one or whatever, but it was like in the late 90s, early 2000s, man. That thing was a beast. I mean, it was a beast. And I don't know what, maybe they still have amps like that are beasts. I don't know, but it doesn't seem like it.
Some shit's a hit and miss, man.
Also depends on your car and stuff like that. Like I had it in a Blazer, and that Blazers are kind of hard not to make bang, like they really are acoustically correct.
Yeah.
When it comes to bass. So let's see. Order another RP 2000 from Scar to strap the one I already have in a bass knob. You can strap those? I didn't know that. I mean,
I didn't know. I had it running.
Huh? You didn't know that?
I had that on my bench at one time. And
I had one, and I had the that fake one, the Dr. Double Rock thing, but I didn't remember them being strappable. But that doesn't mean just because I don't remember it don't mean nothing. I mean, I'm not saying it was. It could have.
I don't remember it.
It could have transformed into something else for all I know.
It could have turned into a Scar 3000.
Right, I can't remember shit. All right, we're actually at the end, which is odd. So RPs are not strappable.
Everybody's full.
Well, there you go. RPs are not strappable. Pay. I'm not sure what he's saying. And I know what he's saying. I'm just fucking with him. My goal for 2024 is 2DD68 F8 subs with an MB enclosure for my F-150 and go for that JP23. What's so good about MB enclosures? Why is that so good? I'm not making. I don't know anything. I'm asking for real. Like, what's so good?
I don't want to. Real quick, can you go back up to that link for Terry?
Yeah, this one.
Yeah, that is the group link that you need to go to. So go ahead and get you. I don't know. Can I copy it from there?
He can. He's on YouTube. He can just go up there on the. If you're in the.
I didn't know if they can copy it through there.
Well, if you're on YouTube, well, if he's on the same YouTube as you are, then he can just go up there and grab it. But
definitely,
I don't think you can copy it from the screen.
Isn't it? I thought Terry was already in the group.
I don't know. Hang on, I'll send it to him on Messenger.
Terry Ray T, but yeah, you're on here.
There you go, man.
You're in the group.
Tag him in a post, then. That's what you gotta do.
I can do that.
tag him in a post so he knows what's going
I
on.
will take him
All
straight
right.
to that.
So he's saying, "Oh, I could be wrong. They could not be strappable. They're probably not strappable, man. I think they have a higher kind, like what he said, a SKV, SVK, or whatever. Those are strappable, and I think the RPs aren't. And I don't know how I remember that. Like I really thought you were right, and I swear I did. EK. Handmade enclosure. He tunes around 33 hertz. Plus, his videos are pretty dope. I used to. I know I've seen his videos before. Of course, then I saw a bunch of people making fun of him last couple of weeks, which I saw more of than I've ever seen any of his videos. I'm not real sure why they were making fun of him. It seems to go. Seems to go and come around. Where people do shit like that. So I don't know. I ain't got no problems with the guy. Let's see. Terry TBO Ray's laughing. Oh man. Let's see. He knows how to build enclosure rates. That's what's up, man. Was him that did that with the paperclip thing? Man, you know what? That was a stupid thing to say, but I mean, I wish somebody, like everybody says stupid shit at some point. Like, lay off of folks, right?
Yeah.
I mean, geez, if you follow me around all day, you'd hear all kind of stupid shit.
Like, what the fuck is he just talking about?
For a couple of hours, y'all see me. I say tons of it. So, yeah. The old paperclip. Yeah, trolls everywhere. People are just unhappy with their lives, man. Some people, and they just got to pick on folks. They get happiness out of other people's misery or whatever, or by screwing with other folks, man. I'm going to grab that sub. You good? It's just right in the other room.
Got you.
I'm trying to kill this little fly that's in here.
So I don't know if you guys heard, but Big Joke Audio is out of here.
They're back. No, they're back. They're back.
What? When?
It was like 2 days.
Let me see.
Nah, I got them blocked. But they're back.
Never mind. that shit came back with a vengeance. Hold on.
I don't even want to talk about them, man, Josh. You can talk about them, but I'm not giving them any time or any of that stuff. I just at first they were kind of funny. Now they it's like the kid in class doesn't
they need like new material.
Yeah, it's like, come on, man. Like, how long is the same joke gonna be funny?
I know. Shut up. It's not funny no more.
I know, right? Jeez, man. Come on, dude. Like, you just told the same joke 8,000 times.
I know.
Okay. Talking about the magnetic field. Right. Let's just say Anthony McRoberts is a good friend. I brought him in. I want to introduce y'all. He's looking at me. That's what's up, man.
You.
Anthony, what's up, man?
I believe you.
Let's see. I'm looking for my mail now. What's a big D? Ask Josh. He probably knows. I do not. Don't ask Base Mom. She doesn't know. He has a small wiener. I didn't need to know that, man. That's white people stuff. I'm just teasing. I'm so teasing. What's up, Anthony? Let's see. Welcome, Anthony. Did I miss something? Just a bunch of wiener talk, man. A bunch of wiener talk.
Fucking sausage fest now. Shit.
Thank you all. No, man, we're glad. Hey, we're glad to have you, man. We're being silly. We're not usually silly, but we are glad to have you. Thank you.
Yeah, we are having fun.
And wieners are not fun for me. But anyway, let's see. Let's see if I can move this camera down a little bit so y'all can see this thing.
I don't want to see that big D.
This is not big. This one's not at all. Them 6.5s, man. Oh my god, I built that 6.5 box, dude. That shit is fire, dude. I never thought, and these are the Genius Audio ones, not even the Savard ones. The Genius Audio. They're $40 on Amazon. $40 a sub. So 2 subs, $40, $80. An SMD, what do you call it thing? The little terminal circle thing. I got one of those, but I'd bought it a long time ago, and I think that was $20 or a little less. And then a half a sheet of wood that was $50. So I got about 135 in the box. Total.
Oh,
With
hell.
subs and everything. 135, man. And that thing beats, bro. It beats. I mean, it sounds every bit as loud, if not louder than 212s or 112. 112. Yeah, I mean, it's loud. I'm going to take it out and put it in my wife's car here whatever day it's not freezing cold out and see what I can get for an SPL score.
Oh,
But
yeah.
it is badass, man. The next one I build, I know is going to be badass because it's that box. The box is better, and I shouldn't say the box is better. It's this box really wasn't designed for these subs because I fucked up. I built it for the Savard subs and then realized I'd cut the hole too small, so I put these in there, and then so it's made for a little bit bigger of a sub, but the next one it'll match it a lot better, and then it's also let's kill the background for a minute. Virtual background is no wonder mine looks like crap. It's supposed to say I have a green screen. I have a green screen clicked, but there we go. So here is that subwoofer. It does come with this is what all subwoofers used to come with back in the day. An actual piece of paper. Now we have internet stuff, so I guess.
For real.
Wow, actually, look, dude, it tells you how to build a box and everything.
Damn, for real?
Yeah, man, there's actual box building instructions in here.
Damn.
I have a box for these though that I know will work perfectly for them. It even tells you how to wire them, man, to different ohm loads and stuff.
Wait a minute, does Rockville own them?
Who? Rockville? I don't know. Acoustic.
I just typed in acoustics and it says Rockville Audio. Acoustic products.
Acoustic.com. Acoustic, COUSTIC. I'm not sure who owns them, man.
I think Rockville does, man. They're weirdly. That's the first thing that popped up, and it's all over their shit.
I don't know.
Huh.
I don't see anything on here, but I mean they were around for a while, and these are old, man. These are not something that came out new. Like they've had these sitting somewhere. Somebody's had them sitting somewhere. I think you can still buy them though, but I don't think that. I feel like they're not being manufactured right now today. I feel like they may have some old stock or something somewhere. But anyway,
hey, you should do a review on the amp.
What amp? On the acoustic amp?
Yeah, look.
Yeah, if I can get one. I mean, is it $20?
Let me see.
I'm not buying anything unless they give it to me. The only reason I bought these because they were $20. All right.
Yeah, they ain't tell me shit. I clicked on it.
They don't tell nothing. So here's the subwoofer. One thing I hate about subs, man, is they're really hard to gauge on video. But this one shouldn't be too bad. There's nothing in there. It's just that, and it's hard. It is hard to kind of translate what they look like and what they sound like. Because even I was filming those 6.5s earlier, and it looked like 215s, from the video.
Right.
You can't really tell. They just look like little bitty big speakers. But this is a really small speaker, man. You can tell.
I hate the terminals.
And it's only single voice coil, but I mean, this is what we had back in the day. That's what makes me think it's kind of an older one.
Yeah.
Let's see. 4 ohm, assembled in PRC. It does say made in China. Monroe. It says designed and engineered Monroe, Wisconsin, USA. Acoustic is a trademark of MTech Corp. So I don't know who MTech Corp is. It does say 2010 on it, so that's when we're probably looking at it. Then 2010. So not quite as old as I thought, not quite as new as we had hoped. But I mean, got a decent looking spider on it, man. 2-step, no motor. These are good. Like these would be decent in some house cabinets or something like that. Is what they kind of look like to me. But, man, my mom used to have some speakers like this. Had magnets on them like that.
Yeah, I remember.
Bang, they would bang on 175 watts, stuff like that. So we'll see.
House speakers definitely. I would definitely put them in house speakers.
You just got to match up the right amp with them. That's all. Just got to match up the right amp. So where are we at? Acoustic is on
shit.
Oh, we got a lot more, didn't we? Let's say, God talk big small motion of the ocean. God talk big small motion of the ocean. I got you. Manuel says it's strappable. Strap it on then.
Strap it.
Strap it on. I ate
Ate
too much damn food. I didn't eat enough. Jason AR. I don't know what you're saying, man. Sorry. Scar audio subs came with that too. Word. Some do. I'm not saying that, like this is something unique, but it kind of is now. I mean, a lot of them don't, though. I don't think Scar audio is so bad. I don't know why everybody thinks it's so freaking awful. I don't know if there's something to hate on or something like that. I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and say it's the greatest, but
no. But I mean, definitely, I'm not hating on them.
I saw like their $4,000 or 4,000 watt amp. That thing's like $500, man. I don't know about y'all, but for 4,000 watts, $500 nowadays ain't that damn cheap. Especially when I don't think their amps really do that much overrated anyway. See, for $20, I would have bought 10 of them. Yeah, man. If I had $10, $20 bills, I would have. I mean, you just can't beat for $20, man. I'd really love to see what I could do with, with 20 of them. What would it sound like? And even if they suck and they just blow up, it'll be a good video, right?
Yeah, that'd be wild.
I know everybody likes seeing shit blow up. So, RP 2000 of them, I have the manual in my hand. RP 2000, I have the manual in my hand. Page 67, paragraph 1, 2, 3, and 4, subsection 48. Main section G. It says all about it. Anyone looking for a 2K amp so I can buy my battery? Anybody looking for a 2K amp?
Well, how much?
I thought you said the guy wanted a 2K amp. I'm sorry to get back to you, man. I was super duper busy, but tell me how that goes again. Did he want the amp or you trying to sell an amp? I thought earlier you were saying that he needed an amp. I don't know. He said the guy's got a battery. This guy's got a battery, or it's not a battery. He keeps calling it a battery. It's confusing me. It's a freaking super cap, a super cap and a battery. And I know that it's not that big of a deal to you, but it really drives me nuts. A super cap and a battery are way two different things. So he needs a super cap. The guy down the street or something's got one. He wants like $75 for it. It's for like one of those ones like I got, like the U-Start. It's a good deal, man. $75 is not bad.
Hell yeah.
I wouldn't give him a 2,000 watt amp for it though, because $75 is not what you pay for a 2,000 watt amp.
No.
Oh, that's probably why. So I mean, I don't know. I'm not quite sure on the specifics of it. I want to help though. I want to help. Acoustic is owned by MTX. Thank you.
Yes, so thank you.
Thank you. What's up, Derek? It says it is, but when you do strap them, it overheats. Personal experiences like all the TAR amps. Smart 3K says it's 0.5 stable. Yeah, I'd have to agree with that, man. I don't know if you guys been watching my stuff, but I did a short on a Smart 3 running at 0.5, and it did it, but I would not think that it could do it long. Like it gave me a lot of problems trying to get it to do it. The Martz amp though that I did was freaking fabulous though, man. I don't know if y'all saw that. A 3,500 watt Martz amp that did like 10,009 watts at a half an hour.
That thing was crazy. I did see it earlier.
Yeah, that is stupid.
Yeah, that's wow.
And it did it fine. Like it didn't struggle at all. Like I really recommend not running full bridge amps at a half an ohm, and I wouldn't have posted it if it had done anything to it, but it didn't, man. It didn't. Like it really handled that shit like a champ, man. And that's crazy. That's why I'm not sure why people hate so much on full bridge amps, man. Like some of them, man. I mean, for the size of that thing and for what it costs, you're talking about $400 for I mean, you're not going to get 10,000 watts in your car, but you get a good 8,000 watt amp, man. Kind of hard to knock that, So sometimes efficiency can win since power is always limited. True, there is always efficiency. I didn't calculate the efficiency yet at half an ohm. I'm sure it's like none, like zero. Oh, move the camera up. You don't like my fat belly?
It's a turkey in there.
I did forget about it though. I really did.
I thought you had more to show us.
I mean,
No
I do.
homo.
I do, but let's see. Thank you, man. I should have said thank you because you were right. I do need to move the camera up. I forgot. It's running my big fat mouth, and I thought y'all wanted to look at this cheap ass subwoofer. Look at that. Just before we go, though, look at that surround. Like, would it have cost them more to put a bigger surround on it? How could that even cost more?
It's been $20 more. Like,
it's like it's not even quantifiable. Like how much it would cost to put like a little bit more surround. That's funny. Hello, look at that. 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 Boom. That's what I look like until I put the nice cool background up. Let's see. We've got another background. Let's try a different one. We can do this one. We can do this one. Hey, where am I going? Come back here. There he is.
There you go.
All right. Oh, now I'll let you. Okay. They're getting more controls for the green screen. I'm glad. Look at that. I'm like a ghost. Look.
That's just trippy.
I know, it's just my face. That's weird too. They used to not have this control on here though. I'm glad they do. Come on, man. It's too sensitive, man. They need to fix it. I guess that's pretty good. Anyway, instead of seeing me play with my camera, let's see. So whoa. I don't know what I'm gonna do with these, man. Like I said, I've got that box, that sealed box. I may use it. There's a low riders. We can do low riders today. Let's do that one. And then so I don't know. What would you do with all them subwoofers, man?
Me?
Yeah.
Shit. I don't know. I would like to see them all walled in and see what it can do.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
I think that would be, I know it would take some time to do all that shit, but I think that would be pretty cool.
I wish I hadn't messed with this.
I'm definitely, if you had like 20 of them, I bet you probably do 150.
Yeah, but I mean, can I just buy two something else's and do that?
I know, right?
A couple of NVXs or something and get that.
But you know, that's the thing people would look for, man. That's it's cheap and it's, you know, I think it might do it.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like, will it do it? I guess, right? Will it do it?
Damn, your house is like magnificent.
I know, right? That firehouse, man. So fire makes my glasses disappear. All right, what are we talking about here, man? Move the camera up. Sorry about that, man. Thank you. The acoustic subs are good replacements for a home system. That's kind of what I was thinking too. I may end up putting like one in here because I have a Slaps Audio, like one of those 4-inch voice coil subs is my computer subwoofer, and it's only getting like 200 watts, so it's kind of muddy. This one would replace it quite well. I need to put that one in a real box. So, hell yeah, bumps in the living room. We'll see what happens, man. I'll put more TikTok.
Still.
Oh man, sorry, I'm stripping the turkey. I bet you were. Okay, thanks, LL. I'll post a pic and vig on the Facebook groups. Thank you, man.
Yeah.
We'll definitely check it out. Those would be perfect for Bluetooth boombox. Yeah, they probably would, man. I mean, there's a lot of places you can use them for, really, when you think about it. So, I may just cut holes in the ceiling everywhere and put them in the ceiling. Turn my whole house into a freaking band pass box. All right. I have 2 Scar SDR 10s. I'll be upgrading to 12 soon using that Slaps Audio 3K. You got that yet? Do you get it yet? I think the massive people that want are still waiting on their stuff. I have used those in Bluetooth box. Word. He's being weird about my amp. Who's that? Who's being weird about your amp? Who you talking about?
Let us know. We want to know.
What's up, man?
What's up?
What's up, Justin? Jason Ewing. Thank you.
Please like and subscribe, share, and thank you.
Your amp is a perm. Oh, we're still talking about that dude. He's being weird about your amp. I know, but did you ever tell us who, like, what is the, I asked you what, like you're saying, like, does anybody have an amp? Are you trying to sell an amp to get that? Because I thought the guy had the super capacitor and he wanted to trade for an amp. My thought process on that was, though, that it didn't seem like a fair trade because he wants a 2,000 watt amp for a $75 super capacitor. I mean, I don't know where you're going to buy a real 2,000 watt amp for $75, but you know, what do I know? I don't know anything. Let's say my amp is a perm. I'm not real sure what that means. Let's see. Hyphonics. My Hyphonics 35 anniversary did better than the Smart 3K. It may have. I don't know. I that seems odd to me. But I also had somebody like the Smart 3K I have. Somebody sent it to me because they said it sucked. And they even were like, after they saw the dyno test, they're like, well, what the hell? Then they told me they didn't really wire it down that low. The Smart amps really benefit from being wired lower. Like you get a lot from wiring them at like 1 ohm. If it's a 1 ohm one, wire at 1 ohm. If it's, you know, a half ohm one, wire at a half an ohm. Because the lower your ohms are, the less box rise you're going to get and stuff like that. Also, it wouldn't hurt to have a crossover either, or some kind of way to control the frequency, because most of these Brazilian amps, man, just suck. They just suck when it comes to like the bass control, like how to adjust it and stuff like that. I don't like full range amps, man. Not in that sense. But if you have like a external DSP or whatever, they seem to do pretty well. Hey, what is up? What's up? You know, Vega had a performance technique. Okay. You know, Vega had an auction earlier, man. I was watching it, and dude, it was weird because he put a lithium bank, a headway bank, and was trying to sell it for $180. Nobody bought it.
Damn.
$180. And I'm like, dude, I just sold one for $500. Like a you know, I think it's a 64 amp hour or whatever with the Jag 35 bus bars and all that stuff. I just sold one for a lot of money, and a lot of people, like, they're worth way more than they were like a year ago. So yeah, I think, you know, he still got it, so hopefully somebody will buy it. If you guys are looking for a headway bank, man, let me know. I'll hook you up with him. He said he wanted 180 for it. I told him what they were worth, though, so he may want more, but he may not either. I don't know. But I won. He was doing some kind of cool stuff. He had a box of just like speaker wire that had pieces in it anywhere from like 15 feet to like 3 feet or whatever. But I use stuff like that all the time on my test bench. And I was just like, man, I'm buying that. It was like 8 pounds of speaker wire, all copper.
God.
Got it for $10. $10. I'm like, man, that's not enough speaker wire to last me forever. And then he did the same thing with like some zero gauge. And I won something. I never win anything. I won a bass CD. Like Bass Mechanics or somebody, man. Let's see. Aren't you guys scared going to a 5.5? Well, I mean, maybe. Depends on, I mean, there's just so much involved, Stuart. Tell us this. How about this? Tell us what scares you about running that low. Now, I always, and I'll let you you should answer this too, Josh, but I always say buy the amp that you need. Don't buy an amp that you don't need and then try to run it.
I'm not, honestly, I'm going to keep it at 1 ohm. I'll keep it at 1 ohm. I don't want to go down any lower than that because I feel
but some amps are rated for a half an ohm.
Yeah, some of them are. And
Yeah.
if you can do it, then do it. But if you buy an amp that's 1 ohm stable, fucking keep it at 1 ohm stable.
Well, if you want to keep it working, yeah, that's a great idea.
Yeah, definitely, because you're gonna fuck it up.
You might, you may not. I mean, there's some amps like those JP amps they're fine at a half an ohm.
Some of them will hold up, but some of them don't.
Some of them will, man.
every
Some
ohm.
of them won't. You just got to kind of know which ones are and stuff like that. But I mean, if it tells you don't run it at half an ohm and you do it anyway, then it is what it is. The other day, the March one actually was never supposed to get that low. I accidentally did it at like a 0.7 by accident, and once I saw how well it did it, I knew it would do a 5, but I didn't. Well, I had no intention of doing it. I wasn't going to do it. The Smart 5, the Smart 3 though, it's an old amp. The guy sent it to me. It's already been used like tremendously and stuff like that. It's one that I'm not going to get rid of. I'm just going to keep it around here for a, like shop amp or something like that. So I was just like, fuck that. Fuck it. I'll just do it. See what happens. That's fine. And the one thing though is just like the smart amps, like usually they won't blow if you run them under half an ohm. Like they'll just turn off or whatever. Just quit working. And some smart amps are smart amps are actually say half an ohm stable on them. I mean, they're like at 4.5 an ohm. You got to be careful with those Brazilian amps because a lot of them are rated for certain. Like it'll say half an ohm, 1 ohm, 2 ohm, 4 ohm. Like I've seen some say 4 ohm, and those you definitely do not want to run at even an ohm. Like it'll screw them up. So just be real careful with that. I'm clamping on the meter 10 to 11K with the slap surfboard 8K. Sweet. That's a nice amp.
Yeah, I've seen your videos, and you should see his shit.
Yeah. Started getting Parker syndrome. Oh, Parker's okay, man. He just, he just does what he wants to do. And there's a lot of people who do, man. He actually represents a good part of the bass community. Like there's a lot of bass heads, man, who are just gonna stick a subwoofer in any box and they're gonna, wire it. Everything has to be at half an ohm or 1 ohm or, and I've met guys like that. They like everything. Like, well, can you wire it to 1 ohm? They don't even know what that means. They just want to know, can you do it? Like, that's it. They just want to do that. And that's okay. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, I guess. I mean, if you don't mind blowing shit up, but, I mean,
yeah.
Some amps can, some amps can't. And if you just look around enough on YouTube and watch these shows and stuff, you'll find out without having to ruin your shit which ones will do it and which ones won't. Thank you. I do have some online shirts and stuff that say based out on them. We also make shirts. So if you have any kind of design you want to put on there, you can. Looks like we got some 5 memberships for people from Trap House. So thank you. Thank you. What's up, Trap House? What's up? It's my homie. Buddy? We've been talking all week. Oh, boop. Went too far. Let's see. Yeah, Trap House, man. What's up, Jeff? Thank you for the 5 memberships to the people, man. Me and Anthony will open a shop ASAP. Anthony.
Who's Anthony?
I don't know. I've lost something. Thank you, Trap. Yeah, thank you, man. Thank you, man. That's awesome. Say next, I need an alternator on new higher quality RCA cables. Oh, dude, that's what. Get on. Watch Hi-Fi Vega. Watch his auction. He was doing the JL Audio cables, RCA cables, man, for like 17 feet of them for like $5. They were going for.
Wow.
Yeah, like they were stupid.
Really?
Super cheap. Yeah, I mean they were used and everything, but still, I mean, who cares? Like they were used by him, so that makes it even better, right?
Yeah, right.
Right. So
High-Fi.
I don't know, but it's a cool story to be like, hey, they were used by Hi-Fi Vega or whatever.
I'm gonna put it on my wall.
Maybe he'll sign them. Maybe he'll spray them with his cologne.
Oh my god.
Trap House for the win. Always Trap House for the win. He's always hitting us with something good, man. What's up, everyone? Jeff, do that screen thing again with the Dr. Evil laugh. Okay. No. I just started a small shop. Oh, this Anthony. That's who he's talking about.
Okay.
My bad. I got a short memory, man.
It's not that, man. It's just he's new here, man. It's,
is that it? Yeah.
Yeah. It's nothing against you, Anthony, man. We're trying to get in the.
Most people that watch the show are pretty. Like I know them. Like they're like we talk, man.
Yeah.
And,
So we are happy to have you, man. We just have to get used to you being in there.
Yeah, and that's I want new people to come. So please come. Please come. I didn't realize that we had become kind of inclusive just till just now. So just started a small shop, and I'm making name trying would be love for you all to see my work. Yeah, man, let's see it. Put on the show. Feel free to reach out to me too if you need help with anything or whatever like that. I have an online store. I don't have a physical shop. I've thought about doing that. I don't know if I got the time to actually be at a place like that all day. And
man, I just bought me a shelf. I'm so happy.
You got you a shelf?
Yeah. I need to get another one, but man, it's just I have so much car audio shit and I need to organize them better. And that's my only issue.
Yeah, I don't blame you. I've got a shelf. I really could use another one for sure.
Yeah, I have one that is 78 inches tall and like 47-inch wide, and
I got a bunch
18
of them
inch deep.
I got a bunch of them on Woot, man. You can get them for like $30-$40. They're the metal ones too, but I always sit there and contemplate about them. And by the time I get ready to buy it, it's gone because shit moves real quick through there.
Right.
Try out Walmart's new OFC RCAs. So far, so good for me. Yeah, man. There you go.
There you go.
1966 Impala is a dream car. Oh yeah. We're talking about those backgrounds. I'm sure that I had a while back. Sure, man. That's a great car. Or 64 on air hardtop. 64 is that classic gangster car, man. Let's see. Stewart 0.5 is a little risky on some amps for sure. I've not needed to test the 0.5 waters yet. You just got to be careful, man. But what, like I started to say, I don't know if I've said it all the way though. When I shot, and I'm gonna do a video on this. It's on my list of videos to do. Is like what amp do you need and when should you run at 0.5 and all that stuff. The smart amps are kind of made to run that way. They are. I mean, whatever it says on them is what you need to run them at. Like if it says, hey, this is rated for half an ohm, then yes, run it at half an ohm. But most other amps, man, you need to really just buy enough amp so where you don't have to do that. Like don't, if you only got $200 and you need a 10,000 watt amp, don't go buy like one of these March amps and expect that you're going to wire it down to like a quarter of an ohm to get that $10,000. That's a bad idea. Yeah. You're going to be putting a lot of things under stress to do that, and it's probably not going to last a long time and stuff like that because that's a hard load for an amp to handle, man, all the time. Even though they're, like I said, they're getting better at it, but the only advantage I really see of wiring low is it does kind of kill box rise, but you get a lot of heat and stuff from it. So, there's positives and minuses to it. Scar's audio RCAs on Black Friday. Are those any good? I bought some fuses from Scar, man, and they actually weren't bad at all. They were pretty good. Tomorrow the sun will come out tomorrow. I'm not sure what's tomorrow. Oh, the amp's coming tomorrow. Okay. He does, but if I can sell my amp, I'll just give him cash. Okay. And you've got to so I'm not trying to be a dick, man, but if we could have started with that, it would have been so cool. I would have known what was going on. And this whole time I could have been telling people to, like who needs to buy this amp. Tell us one more time what it is. You said it's a 2K what?
Yeah, we only seen 2K amplifier.
Yeah, and I think you said a name, but again, I wasn't clear on what was happening. So it did good for a couple months. Power hungry, 615s on my Hyphonics does good. 615 on your Hyphonics. Huh.
Hyphonics what? What was it?
I don't know. I don't really.
You said 35th anniversary, so is that a certain amplifier?
I don't know, man. I'm
sorry. We're not all the way put together on the show, so we don't know every.
Well, it's not that all the way put together. I don't run Hyphonic stuff. I'm just gonna be honest with you. I don't screw with that stuff, man. I don't screw with anything that Maxonics makes, Crunch, Hyphonics, Autotech, any of that stuff. I just don't, man. I don't want to dog my stuff. I mean, if you run it, and you like it, man, then that's all I need to know to be happy. But me personally, I don't mess with that shit. Like I don't think it's good, but Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I haven't looked at it in a while or something like that.
Shit, it better be good for $670 or $99.
What the hell? 600? What's $600?
Whatever this one, is Hot Phonics he's talking about.
I don't know, man.
I don't know if you can say it.
I ain't seen nobody running Hot Phonics in any shows or any competitions anywhere.
Is it 4,000 watt?
Why is a 4,000 watt that much money?
I don't know. There it is right here.
Which one?
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I see it. Looks like it's $249 at the Sonic Electronics, isn't it? 3350 1D. Is that
it? Says B35 4001D. Brutus is it Brutus Elite mono car amplifier?
I don't know.
Said bench test does the true 4,000 watt. Okay.
I do not know about it.
That's what I'm saying. Like we're so behind on certain other brands, and because we do look at certain brands and then we're like, we heard about them, and then we're like, I don't know about it. And then but the thing is we're not dogging anybody that has whatever brand. It's just more or less like we're not used to it. So
I know all about iPhonics. I did a 3-hour interview with the guy who started the company, but I just don't. I mean, that's fine. I know you don't know that, but I don't. I just, like I said, I don't care for it. I'm not dogging anybody that runs it. I mean, if you run it, it works for you, great. But I don't like it. I don't like it. That's why I don't know anything about them, because I don't run them. Let's see, 180 for a headway bank. That's cheap. Yeah, it is. It's real cheap, man. If somebody's wanting that, let me know, and I'll get you two guys in contact. Have a Tapano DSP that I can control with an app for my cell phone, but at this point I kind of prefer old manual DSPs. Yeah, I'm can see that, man. I've got a what is the one I've got? It's a man, I can't remember anything anymore. It's a Helix, and you can do that as well. You know, you can do it from your phone or whatever. And I don't know, man, if I like it or not. I like it better when I plug it into my computer. But the Tapano, man, I've heard bad things and good things about it, which it also is the same as the Tara amps, and I think there's a couple of other ones. It's also like the what's that other company that makes Brazilian amps, man? There's like 2 or 3 of them. Tara amps has one that's pretty close to the same thing, or if it is the same thing, and there's another place that makes them. I can't remember the name of it. They make, you know, the 3 and 5 and 8K, like all the Tar amps and stuff. I think they even have smart amps and stuff. I can't remember the name of the company, but Trap House. Thank you, man. Thank you, dude. Thank you. Let's see. Like in the 80s, an amp says 5,000 watts. In the 80s, yeah, when an amp said 5,000 watts, it definitely was not. It wasn't even close, man. They had those was it peak power ratings, and if you got into car auto, you eventually learned that, you know, RMS was what you need to worry about, but you still had no way to prove that even the RMS rating was right, you know. So we're pretty lucky now, man, that you got folks that'll, you know, kind of figure that stuff out, and because of it, you got better, cheaper stuff. Like the cheaper stuff now, even though people make fun of it, man, I mean, at least it does what it's supposed to do. So, which is awesome. Jerry inspires me. Do it yourself, dude. Make a hell of a lot of noise, makes you laugh. Talking about Jerry, Ain't Loud or whatever. Jerry Ain't Loud, the guy with the beard. Yeah, I like him too, man. Sometimes I like his videos. I mean, but that's everybody. I mean, I'm sure sometimes you don't like mine either.
I'm sorry, man. He's a clickbait.
Who's a what?
He's a clickbait.
Yeah,
he'll be showing like a different thumbnail, and you click on it, he's just talking to you. And I'm like, I thought there's some shit going down, man.
Yeah, he is the king of like the talk to you video, like talk to the camera ones.
Yeah,
I'm probably not too huge on those either. I've done a couple of them, but I really like to try to actually complete something during a video. But That doesn't mean that everybody likes that. A lot of people like hearing that, man, where people talk to the camera, and that's straight. That's cool. That's cool. Maybe I need to do more because he's gotten bigger, man. I like him. I like the guy. I think he's got a good personality for sure. I think he seems like a nice guy.
Oh, definitely. I'm like, I got some of those ideas that I'd like to try to do on my ride too. I mean, I fucking love Jerry, but he does be tricking me with that thumbnail shit.
We will carry base dad stuff. Hell yeah. That's exactly what I need too. Hell yeah. Big D all day. Big D. I say I'll help store stuff and ship stuff from Illinois for either one of y'all. Oh man. I say the low riders every Friday. Those are my customers. You probably do pretty well with a store in Memphis, man, if you can keep from getting robbed or whatever.
Yeah, that's where my my shelf is coming from.
Where, Memphis?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Where did you order it from? Like a store or something, or from?
I ordered from Amazon. It's coming from LeKang's LLC.
Yeah, I don't know who they are, but there's a lot of stuff down here like that because I think Memphis is a pretty big logistics town. We have a lot of warehouses on the river, and plus the property is cheap. So a lot of companies buy property here to store their stuff because property is cheap. So let's see. I'm running the Scar Audio RCAs. I think they work well. Good to know.
Okay.
All right. I clicked on that twice for some reason. No, I was trying to get back to this one. I'm wiring my DC XLs on a JP 23V2 to 5. Yeah, you can do that. I did it. 0.5. It seemed to be fine. You got to make. Yeah, when you start doing that though, you do need to make sure your power is pretty stout. So. Performance technique. Let's see. If you drop the ohm load, power reduced, has higher fluctuations, your voltage drops, you can be in big trouble. Yep. You're absolutely right. That's why I say try to get the amp that you're supposed to have. Not rely on some rating that you're not sure of. You being able to get it from dropping the ohm load to nothing. For a technique, 2K pushes a Parascar DDX10s hard. Word. I can feel that sleep coming in. I never did send Jason the thing. I don't know. He may be too tired. Let's see. I forgot all about it, man. Hold on. Copy. And then let's see. Jason.
Yeah. Honestly, Jason, you need to get in here and wake us the fuck up.
I am tired, man. I may let y'all have it. Honestly, man, because I don't want to. When I'm tired, man, I can seem grouchy, and I'm not, man. I'm not grouchy at all. I don't want to be that way at all.
It's been a busy few days.
Man. Yeah, I've been trying myself, man, to put out more content. And I know, I guess you guys have seen it, maybe noticed that I've been doing that, and it's pushing me a little bit to get it done. I want to put out like a interview every Tuesday, a produced piece of content on Saturday, and this show on, this show on
Friday.
Yeah, on Friday. Why isn't this working? I'm trying to get into my Instagram so I can, what am I trying to do? Tell Jason what I'm doing.
Jason, he is trying to send you a link.
I am, but I don't know what I'm doing. So,
can you put it on here?
Yeah, I figured it out just now.
Oh,
I got it. I just need to do this. Oh, man, I am tired, man, because I feel myself struggling. I didn't sleep at all last night, and then, like I said,
you woke up pretty damn early this morning, didn't you?
I was super up, man, and like I had to take my wife to work because my truck is like there's nothing wrong with my truck; it just has no interior in it. So we, and I don't go anywhere during the day. I just stay at home. So I haven't really been stressing it. And then but I needed to do some stuff today. So, I went on, just took her to work because she can't go anywhere or anything at work. It's just like she got the car. So I was like, I'm gonna go down to that pawn shop, look at these, and I need an amp mechanic, guys. Anybody who works on amps, like anybody work on amps that I can send a couple of amps to get fixed, or anybody know anybody that's not going to cost me an arm and a leg and who's trustworthy, somebody who's not going to rip me off. There's a guy local, man, but I can't get him to answer his things, and it's my fault. I said I was going to go over there a couple of times, and I've got his address. Then when I started heading over there, it looked kind of like a bad neighborhood, so I didn't go. And
He said, "Fuck this shit."
Man, it's nothing against him. He has done nothing wrong at all, and I don't want to ever, anybody to say anything or anything like that. And if he just answered the text, I probably would have just went over there. But these are some expensive amps, man. I don't want to drop them off anywhere where I can't get them back or there's some kind of crap about it. So, just expensive, man. Y'all know how that is, right?
Shit, I know. I don't trust my shit being in a sketchy neighborhood any damn way.
I don't trust anything about anything. I just don't, man. I've just been through it too much with anybody about everything. So, I just, I get weirded out, especially when it's expensive stuff. I mean, we're talking about like $3,000 or $4,000 worth of amps. So
I live in a rural area around a whole bunch of old ass people.
I just want somebody that
I still don't trust.
It's like, man, either you pick somebody like that or you pick a company that's gonna just wear you out. Like I called the Amp Lab, and they're great and everything, but they wanted like $700 for the one amp. And I'm like, well, what's wrong with it? And they're like, well, we don't know. That's just a rough estimate. I'm like, how can you give me a rough estimate if you don't know what's wrong with it? Yeah, and it's $700. That's a lot of money. I mean, true, I don't have anything in it, so but. Also I didn't buy that amp because I can't afford it. So I don't have $700 either. I only run it because it's cheap and affordable. If I could run the big boy stuff, I would definitely do it. I understand that, man. There's nothing wrong with that. Here we go. Here's Jason.
What's up, buddy?
Hey.
How you guys doing?
Good.
This is the
Happy Thanksgiving.
This is about that Hyphonics amp, man. This is all I'm saying is, like, if you like it, then I like it. That's fine with me. I don't run it though because I don't like it, and that's got to be fine with you. Like, I just don't like it. I'm not a fan of that company. I can't remember the name of them. What's the name of the company that makes Hyphonics and Auto-Tech and stuff?
Well, I mean, a lot of those companies have been bought out 2 or 3 times, haven't they?
Those are all owned by the same company, and it's the same company owns Crunch and and they're not
Pyramid, right?
No, it's damn it, man! I said it earlier. Maxsonics. Maxsonics. So the thing about them is they're just not an amp company. Like, the best amp they make is the Hyphonics amp. It's probably the best one that's actually got some kind of engineering to it. But they're a company of like executives that just happen to sell amps as a commodity. It's not
they're just rebranding, basically.
Right. It's just not an amp company. They're just buying something.
You get a good deal on it, and it runs it,
There you go. I mean, you may find one that worked for you or whatever, but they got dirty ass, marketing. They use the peak power and all that, stuff to, blast, they blast like, if an amp is, 1,000-watt amp, it'll say, 3,500, 4,000 watts all over it and all that stuff, trying to get people that don't know any better to buy it, which has got to be far and few now, I would think. But
well, I was saying earlier, a big thing is like efficiency, right? Because regardless of what the name is and everything else, if your efficiency is terrible, it's like some of these subwoofers with the huge coils, right? That can take a bazillion watts. Well, that's great and all, but is it efficient? You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter if you're making the same amount of bass. Now, if you're trying to create sound pressure, that's a little bit different. If you're trying to like make hair tricks and stuff, that can be a little bit more different.
I think you just said it, man, it matters what your goal is. Like, what your goal is.
Right.
Right. If you're looking for just air pressure, like you said, I mean, just buy some big ass subwoofers, big ass coils on it, and some big ass amps, and you're good to go. But if you're trying
to make as you can fit,
good sound,
hell yeah.
If you're trying to make it sound good, then you need to think a little bit more about some stuff, like the THD and, like you said, the efficiency. Efficiency is big in my book, man. It's probably one of the biggest things about an amp. that I like, because some of these amps, when you get them on the test bench, you can really tell like when they're not efficient, like how badly they work. So,
I gotta say, hair tricking is fun though.
No, yeah.
I love all that stuff, man. That stuff's great. I love all that stuff. And I don't have a problem with Hyphonics. They're an iconic brand, man, that did some really cool stuff way back when. I hate that Maxonics ever got hold of them and did what they did to a lot of the stuff. Germany still has a decent Hyphonics amp. Somehow they got out of Maxonics making their amps, their Hyphonics amps. Somehow they actually have real full bridge and real Korean amps that have the Hyphonics name on them, but you can't get them anywhere else but Germany. So I haven't seen any bench tests, man. So I'll take your word for it. And just so you know, Anthony, I mean, again, not this ain't a place where we come and dog each other's shit.
No,
I don't do that.
Yeah,
I just don't like that kind. But that's okay. That's okay. That's all right. If it works for you, then man, I tell you what, I'm happy.
Exactly.
Yeah. If you're having fun with it, that's the most important thing.
Hell yeah,
no matter
man.
what anybody
Exactly.
else thinks.
Let's say I'm on the fence with some of these Black Friday sales. I'm thinking either some Scars EVX18s or some GSL EXL XX15s. Thoughts, anyone? I'd go with the Scars.
The ZVXs are nasty.
Yeah, they're going to
Hell
resell
yeah, they
better
are.
too.
Has anybody
Expensive,
looked
too.
to see if Hyankas are on sale? The Hyanka like 15 and 12?
I don't think so, man. They're pretty much
Okay.
always on sale, I think.
I mean, they are. They're cheap as hell anyway. But if you could get them even cheaper, I mean, it make it hard to turn down. I'm
Yeah,
like,
you're
look,
real.
You're right, man. You're right. I didn't see a lot. I did the Black Friday thing on Amazon. I looked on there to see if they had a lot of subs or anything for sale. They did have like some really more like cheap ones that I wouldn't have probably bought anyway. I was mad because the Wilts, the Wilts that I used to like, I guess that's what you say, the WLLDSC or whatever.
Yeah.
They've changed them again. I guess they ran out of the sundown baskets and stuff, so now they're a different thing.
different kind of basket and all that.
Really?
Yeah, they did. They really resembled the U series from Sundown. And Jacob Fuller told me that they sold some baskets to them. So it was just like a one-time thing, though, of like, I guess, discontinued baskets
So they
or
just
something.
changed that
So they
shit.
changed the whole damn subwoofer now because they probably ran out of them. You see it? It doesn't look as cool. I don't think it's as stout of a subwoofer
Like, can
anymore.
I find it right now?
Yeah, you should be able to. Like they've got some.
Yeah, I'm curious what I can do with, well, not even twice the power. It'll be about twice the power, but it says they are strappable to 2 ohms and I think even 1 ohm. But one way or the other, I'll give it a try. I mean, my subs are in 2 separate boxes anyway. There's 2 subs per box. So really, as long as I can, get a SMD and all that and level everything out, it should be fine either way. But I'm going to try to strap them, see how it does.
Hell yeah, I'll try to strap them
Yeah.
too. I mean, that's a great way to get more power, guys. If you have an amp, that's something to consider when you go buy an amp. Is it strappable? Because you can always just buy the same amp again and get double the power. But you also have to remember this too, that if you run it at 1 ohm and you're going to buy another one and you want to run that one at 1 ohm and strap them together, then you're actually if you want to do let me put it this way, a final load of 1 ohm, then you're really getting a half an ohm out of each amp. So if they're not capable of that, be careful there. That would be something like if somebody, I think somebody said they're not strappable or they have a problem or something, that may be why they're having a problem. Because if you try to get a final load of 1 ohm, you're getting a half out of each one. Some amps just ain't gonna play at a half an ohm. There's not gonna work.
Some of them are going to play at 1 ohm. You know what I mean?
Some of them
amps
won't
are
play
gonna
at 1
say,
ohm. That's right.
Exactly.
Okay.
It's funny. Some of them will do it, even though they say they won't, and they sound fine and everything. They work, and some of them just will not freaking.
Well, that's the old trick amps before anybody was keen to that. That was what they were doing,
Oh yeah, that's how the cheater amps. The cheater amps.
Yeah, the US amps, the old school stuff. That's what they were doing. They were running them at quarter ohm or half ohm and getting 1,600 watts out of a 400 watt amp.
Crunch had a 50 watt amp, man, that would do like 1,000 watts at a quarter ohm.
Shit.
It's the first one they had. It was nasty, man. It was a nasty amp. People, they would get in the competitions, and I guess they just weren't wise to it. And
Yeah.
wonder how a 50 watt amp, like smoked everybody there.
Yeah, one guy had 2 punch 12s on, two punch 12s on like 400 watts or something. And this dude pulls up with a 50 watt amp and just smoke him, with like
It's like those VLX the VLX 400s. I mean, like they're supposed to be 400 watts and they're as long as my body, and it's like that amp is not 400 watts, man.
Right.
No way. No way. Hyphonics was dope back in the day. You said that. Yeah, it is. Let's see. Old school Hyphonics from 90s was awesome. Stuff 2000s went to trash. Newer stuff is actually a really good product.
A lot of stuff did, unfortunately, man. It sucks.
Yeah. I don't know about. I mean, I'm sorry, man. I don't want to argue with you. I'm not. I promise I'm not.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't. Not you. I'm talking about this Anthony guy. I'm just saying that I don't know if it's a new. Like he put it, the newer stuff's actually a really good product. I'm not so positive with that, but I mean, again, if it works for you, then it works.
Even the trash nowadays is better than half the good stuff we had back in the day.
I said that earlier, man. I mean, like we didn't have any way to check them. We didn't have any way to check any of that stuff, and they just kind of really rammed it down our throats. And you had it right when you said Stetson. That's exactly who I was thinking of. And peak power is just ILS ratings only make the power if lightning strikes it. I agree with that. I agree with that, man. A lot of times it's just something they pull out of their arse,
Their arse.
Their arse. I'm not big on social media, but I'm thinking about doing something to help people learn how to build 4th and 6th order math related.
Yes,
if you want to do something like that, I mean, you can do it on social media. If you want to do something like that and give it to us, and we'll put it in the middle of a show, we can do that.
Yeah,
or if you just need some help, I don't know what you want to do, but we're more than happy to help you do it. Let me put it that way. So I want to try my hand at a 6th order next, but I went 4th order for my current build since I didn't want to build something twice as big. Yeah, I've got a 4th order in mind, and I don't know anything about boxes. Somebody else put it together for me, and I like it. It sounds great, man. I'm not sure if I'm gonna go with it again though. I don't know. It's not as windy as I wish it would be. Let's see, off topic, but I'm realizing that the movie Strays, Talking Dog movie, is not a family movie. A lot of
it's not.
A lot of kid stuff isn't, or what you think is kid stuff is not family oriented.
I know. I knew it from the freaking start of the damn trailer, and I was like, "Oh hell, this is gonna be good for adults."
I haven't watched it, man. It's bad.
Like watching Bluey. Have you watched Bluey?
I don't even know what that is.
Man, it's a motherfucker. I swear, like for I ain't gonna lie, man. It literally tells you everything about being a damn parent and what he has to go through with his damn children. It's just dogs, man. I'm telling you, it's fucking hilarious. Fucking watch it. I swear, every adult will tell you this is the best fucking cartoon ever. This is a show for adults.
It is a show for adults.
Did you see the new South Park on Paramount Plus or whatever?
What the fuck? No, I haven't.
My God. It's like a mini movie. It's hilarious.
Seriously.
It's out of control.
Trent says, good neighborhoods are hard to find in Memphis. I had a good neighborhood, found a bullet hole in my window the day before I moved to Illinois. That happens a lot around here. Bullets that go up must come down. Fosgate. I'll be back in a bit. We will probably be asleep. Let's see. Stewart says 1-9. Yeah, every Tuesday I'm going to do an interview, man. That's what I was saying earlier. So every Tuesday I'm going to drop an interview. I've got enough interviews where I don't need to even interview anybody for a while now. So we'll finish out JP. I think then we've either got Will Savard or the Slaps Audio guy. And then I may actually do a couple or whatever at once because I've got quite a few. I just did the Black Brick people last week. Who else did I do?
You need to do Mance.
I've got that still, man. It's like I said, it had some technical problems that I think I've fixed now. But anyway, like I said, I'm pushing myself to do more. So I'm pushing myself to do more. Like every Tuesday, you're going to see an interview come out. What I need from you guys is to know if you would watch a longer one. Like I kind of cut them off at 30 minutes because I feel like people, that's about all they want at once.
Maybe I'm biased, but I'll watch whatever you put out, bro. Both of y'all.
Okay.
I'm always checking it out.
I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. I felt like when I did the Big D interview, man, it seemed like I got, instead of having one video with 2,000 views, I got 4 videos with 8,000 views, and I just don't know if it's a better thing. Stuart's saying yes too. So I may make them an hour and go on and try to get through them. That way I can get through them for the end of the year.
Or bust them into 2 episodes or whatever you want to do.
Yeah,
man.
that's what I'm saying. Make them an hour each instead of 4 episodes. Just do an hour each. So
yeah, I mean, it'd be less time for you, so you can do the other shit too.
well, I just don't want to take forever to get them out. It's the thing, and I don't want to put too much stuff out at once because you can. I know people do it, man, but you can overkill on content. Like I at least want people to be able to marinate for a second. So
I just need to make some. I've been lazy, man. I mean, I've been busy.
It's hard to be consistent. It really, really,
and I work
really
a full-time
is.
job, you know.
That's another thing. I'm not. If I couldn't be consistent, I'd be terrible because I don't do anything else with this. Right.
But I'm gonna put out some stuff. I got to do a giveaway, man. I got a MRE giveaway. I'm getting ready to do. So if you're subscribed,
yeah, I love giveaways, man.
Yes,
I love
sir.
giveaways.
yeah. I mean, they're $50 MREs. It usually costs me like $50 to mail them out, but they're good to have just in case. Throw a couple in the car if you get stranded. You know what I mean? It's easy food, you know. And if your kids are hungry, that's always a chore. And at least there's like M&Ms and crap in there, if nothing else. You know what I mean?
I don't feed my kids, man. It's a bottom of the fittest around here. How do you think I have to be the biggest? He says he wants more amp dynos. You did notice that I've been dropping a lot more in shorts. So look at shorts if you haven't. There's amp dynos there, man. The reason why I'm doing that is they just seem to hit harder. Like I'm getting like 10,000 views in one night on a short than I am like if I do a review video. It's like, I mean, I got some review videos like 500 people watched it. That's great and everything, and I know the 500 people that watched it love it, but I really need some subscribers and stuff. Like I want to get paid. Just to be honest, and I want to get paid, and you don't get paid.
They changed those baskets. I think since they changed those baskets on those wilts or whatever you want to call them, they went down
on price.
Yeah, they're 131.
Yeah, they're just a little bit cheaper, but look how small that magnet looks, man.
I know it looks,
but it may be a huge sub. I don't know. You know, like I need to get one and look at it, but you know, I have a hard time buying anything, man, anymore because I've got enough stuff that has been sent to me, and I don't want to sound like a shithead or anything, man. It's just like, think about having to buy a new piece of our audio equipment every freaking week, man.
Dude,
and you know, compared to like getting it from a company, and it's at the point now where I still like everything that everybody sends me isn't something I want. So
yeah,
if it was, then it would be great. But you know, a lot of people are like, "Oh, you get free stuff, or you get this, or whatever." One, it's not free. Nothing I get's free.
Another thing about making content, you're always trying to one up yourself, right? And that's hard because at the beginning it's easy. You know what I mean? You could put up whatever in the beginning, but as time goes by, you have to get the wows. You know what I mean?
You're new and you're different than other people, so you're going to come up with different ideas. But eventually, people get used to it, and then you got to, like you said, you got to start one-upping yourself. And you know, it's not always equipment too that does it. Like you don't always, you know, kind of, you know, as men, we kind of I think sometimes worry about that. Like, well, I've got to have this new amp, I got to have this new thing, I got to have this new expensive thing. That's not always the best videos, man. A lot of times, you just put a video out, a connector, or you know, like the difference between a super cap and a battery or something like that. Just something, you know, like that, or where you get budget power from, or just anything. A lot of videos like that can do stuff, because I'm telling you, man, every video I thought that would do good has not, and every video that I didn't really care about has done great.
Dude, it is. It's weird.
Yeah.
It's so weird.
I like some of the vintage stuff. Seeing the dynos on the vintage stuff is really cool. Like Big D's been doing, you know, a couple of those and stuff.
He does, but he'll tell you that those don't do that well for him. Like the ones that do
cool though.
I'll tell you the ones that do the best, because I haven't done anywhere near the ones he has. He's just way better, a better understanding about it than I do. But I'll tell you this though, the ones that I've seen do the best are the amps that are like super cheap from Amazon or Walmart or something like that. You know, like $100, $120, somewhere around there.
The mini amps have been doing good, haven't they?
The mini amps, just whatever. I mean, whatever. Like the best amp dyno I've got out is on that Power Acoustic Razor, and it's an amp I can't stand. I hate that amp. I think that a lot of people are like, "Why are you even doing that for?" Everybody's already done it, but it's still the biggest one of the biggest amp dynos I've got, and it just shows you right there. It doesn't matter if everybody's already done it. People like seeing it more because a lot of people have it. It's what they can afford. They want to see what it does. And I know when I used to buy an amp, like I would buy an amp and then I'd come to YouTube to look at it. I didn't just watch Big D. I watched like whoever had a dyno on it. I wanted to see all of them. You know, I didn't want to see just one. So I'm not real sure why people think you just need one. But I don't know. I don't know.
You remember when a 1,000-watt amp was a surfboard?
Oh, yeah. It wasn't that long ago.
I mean, a 1,000-watt amp was a big amp to have in a vehicle back in the day. You know, I mean, it was massive. And look now, here I am. I'm just an amateur. I'm just messing around, and I'm going to be touching on, 2,800 watts. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can get a 2,000 watt amp all day long now for a little more than about $150, 100, maybe in some places, $130.
Under $200, you can get a 2,000 watt amp, and it'll do a 2,000 at 1
and it does a real 2,000 watts.
Yeah,
or
it'll probably break that by 15 or 20.
Yeah, that's insane, really, when you really think about it. But what it's also done too is that, and they've gotten better. They you still got some cheapies and stuff like that, man. But it's getting really hard to explain to people why they need to spend a whole bunch more money on, expensive amps.
Yeah.
As bad as I hate to say that, man. I mean, the argument's just getting harder and harder and harder.
I mean, you can see the difference, especially if you open them up. You can see the difference. But they've
Some
got
of them
these.
you can.
They're clones,
some of them you can. Some of them
Yeah.
you can, but even clones. I mean, if they're clone good, they're clones. I've got a still clone 38 bar chainsaw outside that I swear you'd never know it wasn't a still.
Yeah, that's like the
runs
Honda
like
motors now. They're pretty good. I built a go-kart that was pretty nasty.
Yeah, I mean, it's just that the people that are cloning them and stuff are doing better. They're getting access to the stuff, and they're just doing
And the
better
machining
job.
is getting better too.
Machining's getting better. You can get it done cheaper, stuff like that. Like those Chinese clones of Brazilian amps. I mean, there really ain't no difference in them. They work the same way. So
I mean, I think that's essentially what a SCAR is, isn't it?
a SCAR
Like the
is.
RP2000, I think, is a clone of a Brazilian amp.
I thought the RPs were AB amps. Am I wrong
AB
on that?
amps.
Yeah, I think they're class AB amps.
Oh,
I'm not
okay.
sure on that.
See, I got to wear these stupid glasses when I read stuff now because I'm old and shit.
It's all right, man. Hey, let me grab a couple more questions, man. Let's
I'm
see.
supposed to be wearing mine.
Yeah. Let's see. I try to like almost every short I come around. Cool deal, man. I'll start making sure that I send them to you or something like that. But I'm still doing full length videos. I'm just trying to reach out to more people, man, really, because the more viewers I get, the more, funding we get, the more advertisement we get from YouTube, and the more stuff we can do. So it just comes down to that. This is the only thing I do. My wife wants to spend money sometimes, so she likes to grocery shop for some weird reason. Say former Army. What MREs? I love the spaghettis and the veggies. Trent says, "Hell, I love it when I need bass smokes his subs." Yeah, I was thinking about smoking these acoustic subs since they're only $20. I thought about hooking them up to this 24,000 watt massive audio amp. See what happens.
Well, it is like Friday amp.
Yeah.
Hey
Yeah,
guys, I will tell you right now. You want to get your views for doing like all your shorts? Post it tomorrow in the morning.
Oh yeah, Saturday morning.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
I swear I've noticed a trend. If you post your shit on the weekend, you will get more fucking views.
Yeah.
Do it. Let's try it. And see what happens. I may be wrong, but I had some really good weekends.
Are you not, Terry? Are you not using these? You said you have a slap 2000x4 and 164 if you want a dyno. I will sure. I mean, I like dynoing amps. So if you want to send them up here, we'll dyno them. So let's see. I have a Start UK. Nah, I don't. I gave it to somebody, man. They needed an amp. I'm bad about doing that, man. If people need amps and shit, I just give them to them. It was all right though. Like this dude thought his amp was broke. He brought it over here, bought another amp, and gave me his old one, and there wasn't anything wrong with it. It had a little problem, but I fixed it. And somebody else came over here with a broken amp and didn't have anything. It was all pitiful, so I gave it to him. Man, I do that shit. I mean, hell, we give away stuff all the time. And that reminds me before we get off here too, guys. I think I am going to sell those 2 US amps that I've got. They came from a viewer. I just want to be, 100% like where they came from and everything. They came from a viewer, which I get a lot of stuff from viewers or from companies or whatever. And they were for doing some, work I'd done on another project or something like that. But they're mine. I want to keep them, man, but I really need some cash. It's Christmas time and stuff like that. This is one of those things, man, where I'm going to ask y'all a favor. Like, this is one I need to win. Like, I give away a lot of stuff on here. I give away a lot of stuff. I go to companies on y'all's behalf and say, hey, these my people need free stuff. They ain't gonna deal with y'all unless you don't hook them up with some giveaway shit. And they do it. You see them. You see Rigo get on here. You see Slaps, other people, stuff like that. But I need to win one on this. I'm not asking for anything crazy for them, but I'm not. They're not going to be cheap. I'm not going to give them away. I don't want to get rid of them unless I can get paid for them. I want $800 for both of them. So if anybody is looking for a couple of old school US amps that are in mint condition, and they are, the feet don't have any scratches on them. They look good. They're the chrome ones and everything like that. And I don't think that's far-fetched looking on eBay and everything like that. Actually, it may be dead on. I think that I've talked to a few people that thought it was a reasonable deal for them. I mean, it's not like a backyard deal, but it's I think that's about what they're worth. So if you know anybody wants to buy them, that's fine. We can do a raffle for them if y'all are up for that. We might do like one and then the other or something. If anybody's interested in that, just let me know what you want to do. If y'all want to try to win them for $20, let me know. If anybody wants to buy them right out, then let me know too. So, and I have some other amps too that are going to be coming up soon. I think that Martz amp, we can either raffle off or somebody can buy it. And I've got a Black Diamond, like 2K, that will be coming up as well. And maybe even some speaker boxes and stuff. So keep that in mind. I need to make some Christmas cash. I'm sure everybody else does too. So probably everybody that wants to buy it can't. Oh God, every day I'm seeing shit I want to buy. And I'm like, I don't need any amps. I don't need any amps.
Yeah, I've been trying to decide what to do, and I'm figuring double the power. Well, not quite double, but close to it. And
I think strapping amps is a good idea, man. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Oh, you're good.
Yeah, I was just saying. I think it's a great thing if you can have the forethought on what you're gonna buy, man. Like, I think somebody said they had a JP V2 or something, a 23 V2. That's a great amp to strap. If you buy that one, you can always just get another one. If you want to double your power or whatever. And they put it out, man. They'll do like, I want to say I did a dyno on those two, and it was like 8,000 watts or something on two JP. Yeah, it was stupid. It was stupid,
man, you gotta have some battery. You're gonna have to go lithium.
They were fairly efficient. And you guys, I know I got to hook up on the lithium and all that stuff if you guys need it, or at least on LifePo 4. I'm not big on cobalt, so I try to stay with LifePo 4.
I'm gonna mess with that, but I think I'm gonna do the alternator first and get a high performance alternator.
I would always do the alternator first. Because you can still run AGMs and stuff and have more of an alternator.
2 AGMs right now.
And I'm going to tell you right now, man, you may not believe me, but I'll tell anybody on here, and anybody who's listening to me has always agreed with me. Anybody who's actually done what I'm fixing to say has agreed with me. People won't if they haven't, but anybody who actually has is grab you a one of those cheap-ass super caps that Big Jeff has. They're like $120 or something. That actually made more difference in my truck than the alternator. Than putting in the high output alternator. That thing really made a huge difference, man.
I was thinking switch one of the AGMs with a lithium, though. I mean,
you can do that. Yeah. You can do that. I'm just saying that one thing, when I was upgrading all my power in my car, that one thing was the thing that made the most amount of difference.
Yeah.
Out of everything I did, that super cap made the biggest amount of difference. And I don't, I know why, but I mean, it was just, I didn't expect it. it.
Yeah. It's just a storage bank, basically.
Well, super caps are a little bit. Well, yeah, it does, but it's quick. It's a quick storage bank, and super caps kind of work with your batteries. While your batteries
takes the strain off of it.
Right, because your battery takes a chemical reaction to make power. Right, it's got to have something happen to it, and then it's got to make power through a chemical reaction. So while it's doing that, your super cap is stepping in and saying, "All right, I'll supply the power until you're ready," and then they kind of work together. And I think that some people don't really
some critical
realize that.
But
man, for $100, you can't beat it, man. It's a $500 super cap, man. They're like $100, and they do make a huge amount of difference. Let's see. This guy's saying, "Holy moly, Diamond Wizzles." I know, right? That was from that Juvenile CD from way back when, like 400 degrees. I think Manny Fresh was like, "Holy roly, Diamond
400 degrees." Damn.
I know, man.
God.
Good stuff.
All right, here we go. Look, those Ultra Cap is beast under the hood with a lithium bank in the back. Now I'm thinking maybe a JY Power next before the amp. Word. I got one on my test bench, man. That thing is like a brick. I mean, when I got all 4 power supplies on and that super cap and that lithium bank, it takes a lot to move it, man. It takes a lot. And even with like, you know, like that 10,000 watts that I tested the other night, man, it was, I don't think it moved a volt when it pulled that. So,
see, I just want a head unit that will take HDMIs rather than RCAs, because I got I know I could do a converter and all that, but I don't know why I would want to do that, because I got all these mini systems like the
I want to build
AES.
one. I want to build one of those. It's one of the things I'm looking to do with my company if we ever can get to that point. But finding an amp and a head unit that take HDMI, that's gonna be rough.
Well, no. I just want an input so I can run video games in there. Because all the modern video game consoles all have HDMIs. They don't have, what I mean?
Can you get a converter?
What's that?
Can you get a converter?
The Toto has the HDMI on it.
Does it?
Can you go from an HDMI to RCA?
You can, but then you have to have a separate adapter. I don't have much room back there.
Yeah, it's not a true HDMI signal either. If
you
do that, right? So I think the Toto does have it. Let me look into that, man, because I was just reading last night that the nicer ones do have some. I think
just shoot me a message if you find one, because
I got you.
I'd be interested in that, because that's what I want to do. Because I got all these mini systems, and I could plug them in like the Genesis and the Super Nintendo, and plug them in real quick. You know what I mean?
That's the reason to do it in your car.
Yeah, in my truck.
Why do you do it in your car for?
Why not?
That's a damn good answer.
Why not?
That was the reason that I started selling those, man, because they did they had the optical outs, and I want to say the HDMI ins and stuff like that, because I just wanted it to have more than just RCAs. I hate RCAs, honestly.
I mean, for the amps, I don't really mind it, but when you're talking about inputs,
they just let too much noise in. They're too like when you get to running sticks to them, some of the bitches, man, that's a lot of wire to be running around.
Yeah, they fuck up way too much.
Yeah, I think it's worth to pay for good RCAs, though.
That's the thing. You got to get good ones, man. You got to get good ones. You got to run them right and all that stuff. But like, you don't have to with optical. You can just run it anywhere. You can run it. So
I'm gonna run them through PVC.
You run your optical right inside the power wire, and it will not do anything to it.
It's nice. I mean, I have not experienced this.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. I've never done it except for this last run. I did it. The radio I had has optical, and we did it because my DSP has it. And I mean, it's ran right in line with the power. Like I've never done that, because you're always going to get noise, and nothing. Yeah, nothing. It's great.
And so you get more signal out of that as well. Do you get a better signal, a better quality signal?
Supposed to, yeah. You're supposed to. You're supposed to.
And it's the optical one. It's the fiber optic.
Yeah, the one with the light. Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
So
I mean, I've got those on my, house stereo systems and all that.
Right. A lot of them do, and a lot of home stereos have changed from RCAs to those because it's just better. And I always wondered kind of why car audio never has, especially since it's easier to run. But the Totos have them, and a lot of your DSPs have the optical inputs, and some of your JBL or JL audio amps will have them. You're not gonna see them as much on amps, but you see them a lot on your DSPs. I still have to have a very short run of RCAs though to the I got like 2-inch RCAs going from the DSP to the amp, but I don't pick up any noise in those. It's pretty nice.
No, unless you're running right over a power wire or something, it shouldn't.
No. Yeah, optical's the best if you have equipment to use them. I agree, man. I'll never go back to RCAs after this because I had a real bad alternator whine too, and I could not figure it out, and it's gone. Like
it's hard when you get really loud too because it's more.
That's it.
It's more sensitive.
Amplifying everything.
You pick up anything. I mean,
that's it. And as soon as I switched to that, it was all gone, man. It's clear as a whistle. I mean, it's ridiculously nice and clear.
You hear the damn government tapping in on your ass, soon.
looking for you. Looking for you.
I didn't do it.
Like we know. But this, did you hear that? Did you hear that shit?
It's like we know. We already got the one that shot Tupac. Now we know you shot Biggie.
Yeah,
we know you did it,
motherfucker.
Let's see. I want one for my laptop to my Pioneer head unit. There you go, man. That'd be fire. That would be fire. I would love to come out with all that stuff, man. I think that amps should have HDMIs on the amps. Like that would be great if you could just plug in an HDMI. That'd be fire. Well,
Yeah.
guys, there are no more questions, and I'm usually the one on here like wanting to go and go and go. I'm not.
Yeah,
I'm not.
I think
I'm not.
I'll probably go chill with the woman. That's what
Yeah,
probably
I
gonna
don't
do.
feel like I'm being as fun as I normally am, and I apologize, guys. I'm just a little tired, I think.
We're full, man.
Yeah, best RCA are the New Concepts, Diamond, in my opinion. RCA. Let's see if you use RCA. Check them out at a decent price. Hey, I'm glad you dropped that, man, because I didn't know that. I have heard that though. Now that you say it, the New Concepts are some of the best. So
New Concepts.
thank you for that. Yeah, y'all check out New Concepts, man. It says we've got about 15 or 20 people watching or something. Guys, I hope y'all had a great Thanksgiving. We'll, as far as I know, there you go, 32 channels on HDMI. There's somebody who knows. Yeah, you gotta love that. USB-C would be even better. Like, I think it handles more than HDMI. But anyway, we can talk about that stuff all day, man. As far as I know, we're not going to postpone any shows. Everything's going to be good. We're just going to keep going all the way through the holidays on Friday. I haven't looked to see if Friday, like anything lands on Friday. Obviously, if like Christmas lands on Friday, we probably won't do that. But
I think it's like a Monday.
okay, then we're good. So we should be good, guys. I'm celebrating 10 years clean on New Year's Eve, so I may jump on here and talk to y'all for a little bit on that. And I got to make my New Year's resolution. I've only ever made 2 New Year's resolutions in my whole life. One was to stop doing drugs, and the other was to stop smoking. And I kept them both. And this year I want to make another one. I think then again,
if it's Monday, then we might not do New Year's because I know we want to bring it in.
Yeah, I don't know what day.
Because if 5 days be, well, I don't know. Well, we'll have to see. We'll check it out.
No. We're good. No New Year's on Friday. Let's see. Sunday is New Year's Eve, but Monday is New Year's, but Friday is not nothing. Or you're saying you don't want to do it because that's the weekend?
No. Well, hold on. How about this? We will get to that point, and then we will.
Yeah, we
might as well. We got a whole damn month before we.
And just because he's not here doesn't mean we won't do it anyway. So
yeah.
I mean, we may do it.
I might come raise hell.
There you go.
Yeah, I definitely want to talk to y'all on New Year's Eve anyway, because like I said, I'll be celebrating 10 years, and that's important to me. I'll celebrate with my friends. So
yeah.
I'll be a bad influence.
What up, dog?
Yeah, if I hadn't been influenced in 10 years, I probably can't be.
I'm just teasing.
I know. Actually, man, that wasn't as hard as stopping smoking was. I've never had to stop smoking on my own. Like every time it was like the government's program instead of mine. So yeah, this one was pretty rough, but I did it. I'm proud of myself doing it, and I think I can do something else. So let's see, 1.5 months, and congrats, Jeff. I know it's hard. Yeah, man, it gets better though. It gets easier. Eventually you get to a place where you're just not willing to lose what you're risking, by doing stuff like that. So
right.
Man, I love you guys, man. I'm glad to see y'all. I hope everybody's doing well. I will have some content out tomorrow. I don't care what it is. I'll put something out tomorrow. So
yeah.
I can't promise you it won't be like right at midnight though. just be tomorrow. All right,
Sunday
guys.
Much
y'all
love,
be
man.
good, man.
Yeah, love you guys.
Love y'all, man. Be good. See ya.